legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Green Bay. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Grenade.
Another run here with Hampton. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
McConkey in motion. Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Right side hauled in by McConkey. He will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Disley is the man in motion. Hampton trying to work inside. He'll work forward for a couple. The all-pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
3-yard pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Disley is the man in motion. On play action. Now Herbert, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 7. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
They get 29 yards. big pickup on 4th down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Hampton. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third and 11. McConkey in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hampton. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 14-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Run between the tackles for Hampton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready. Here we go, set. 50, ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 32 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Guarded, low, touchdown, Packers. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chargers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert now on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Come on, set. 60 reps. 60 reps.
Love to throw it on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the left side, he finds Kraft. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 47 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Ready. Red, 38. Hut.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the double.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Down. Black 40. Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
14, Chargers 3. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Herbert now on first down. Flush to his right. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On the move, past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Makes the score Packers.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off the Chargers.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Whoa! A good return as he takes it across the 30. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. To throw, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he is going to have the Chargers, first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. Go.
A give, and here comes Hampton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, L.A.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Go.
No play fake. Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set. Ready.
On the handoff, Hampton heading right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This one here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Baylor tight. Set.
On play action now. No chance at all. He'll go down. Micah Parsons getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be third and a mile.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. Down inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon. But he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
380. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. The coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Hampton will take this one into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2. Throwing now is Herbert. Out to his right. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready. Fight. 97. Red. Yellow. Let's go now. Yellow. Second.
On first and 10, here's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. one here in the fourth quarter. An even 40 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Here we go. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 31 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here.
Ready.
1st down and goal.
45. White.
Here's Jacobs. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. His throw left side is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down.
That's another Chargers to 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Now, 1st and goal. Throwing again, Herbert. Rolling. Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. Flush to his right. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Blaster, 6. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Let's go. Black 40. Ready?
Here's Love to throw. This is taken in by Dobbs.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Clock, 10. Black, 95. Blue, check. Set, go.
On second down, Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
It's the quarterback with a sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22.
Good game. Oh my God, seriously, dude.
That's their second. And they stopped the clock with 24
Shit.
seconds to go in the game.
Game was pretty much over.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs.
Is that better for you? No, we're going to call timeout again. Okay, how about this? Since you want to call timeout, there you go.
That should do it.
Let's take the loss.
Second down, they
Yeah.
need 7.
Ready.
Love will take a knee. And that ought to do it. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.